gathered here in line. They have just been let in, but as you can see, the protesters are upset, yelling at police who are standing there ready with riot gear. Tensions escalated. Fights, fireworks, smoke bombs erupted, creating chaos and confusion. At least one person was hurt, multiple arrested. Attendees and supporters of Turning Point's founder Charlie Kirk not deterred.
When you see someone that courageous with their faith, you're like, why am I not that courageous with my faith? I want to be that courageous with my faith. I should be not afraid to wear a shirt that says Jesus on it, even though everyone looked at me today and gave me dirty looks. It's like, that's okay.
I want to encourage free ideas expression. I don't want one side to dominate the other. And I think there's valid points on both sides.
Speakers, including actor Rob Schneider, questioning free speech here on campus.
Berkeley, shame on you, Berkeley.
And addressing the protesters outside.
You're coming from a place of emotion. And that's tough.
Even without Kirk, the Night and Turning Point USA tour concluded with his signature Prove Me Wrong format. Attendees given time to line up and ask questions or share their points of view.
So this past Monday, UC Berkeley erupted in protest. Students and activists flooded the campus in protest of an event organized by Turning Point USA, a political group that's been stirring up controversy on campuses across the country. And just like clockwork, some headlines immediately blamed Antifa. But if you actually look closer, that's not the real story. This isn't about Antifa at all. It's about people standing up against the political hijacking of faith, truth, and education. Hey everyone, I'm Kim from Kim's Breaking Point. This channel is about pulling back the curtain on what's really happening in our world, from protests to politics right here at home, to resistance movements and humanitarian struggles across the globe. We talk about the stories that mainstream media skips over, the ones about power, injustice, and there are people who refuse to stay silent. So if you're here for real context, the truth that cuts deeper, and a place that stands for the oppressed, you're in the right place. The protests erupted outside a Turning Point USA event featuring speakers who pushed ideas tied to Christian nationalism. The belief that America should be governed according to a specific version of Christianity. For many of these students, this wasn't just another walk across campus. This wasn't just another campus talk. They saw it as an attempt to spread hate under the guise of faith and free speech. They were there to draw a line, not against the religion itself, but against the manipulation of religion to justify discrimination. Now, about that word Antifa, it gets thrown around a lot, mostly by people trying to discredit protesters. Antifa literally means anti-fascist. It's not a single group. There's no membership, and it's not some shadowy network running protests. It's a label used to describe anyone standing up against fascism, racism, or authoritarianism. In most cases, the people who actually get called Antifa are ordinary citizens, teachers, students, parents, people who refuse to stay silent when power is abused, whether that's ICE tearing families apart or governments committing atrocities in places like Palestine, Congo, and Sudan. So why are these protesters really there? Because Turning Point USA has built its brand by attacking diversity programs, mocking the poor, denying systematic racism, and trying to turn Christianity into a political weapon. They've invited speakers who have openly made anti-LGBTQ+ statements, pushed climate denial, and framed equality as an attack on faith. Students at Berkeley weren't protesting free speech. They were protesting the normalization of hate. They were protesting how political movements like Turning Point disguise extremism as patriotism and Christian nationalism as faith. Christian nationalism isn't about a belief in God. It's about power. It says that to be a good American, you have to believe a certain way, vote a certain way, and live a certain way. That's not faith. That's control. And it's why these students are pushing back. Because when religion becomes a political tool, it loses its moral core, love, justice, compassion, and becomes a weapon to divide. Many of the same students who showed up to protest Christian nationalism here in the United States are the same ones speaking out for Palestine, for Congo, for Sudan, for people across the world facing oppression, and right now they're even speaking out for people in the United States. That's really what it means to be anti-fascist. Standing against systems that dehumanize people, not just here, but everywhere. At the end of the day, this isn't just about what happened at UC Berkeley. It's about what's happening across the country. People are waking up to how faith, politics, and power collide in ways that divide us. But the question we need to ask is, when people take a stand, whether it's against Christian nationalism, ICE raids, or injustice abroad, are we really listening to what they're standing for? Or are we just reacting to the label that's been put on them? I want to hear from you. Do you think these protests are helping to open people's eyes to what's really going on? Or are they just deepening the divide? And what does standing for justice look like for you in your own community? Drop a comment down below and make sure that you are following me for more videos just like this. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you like the video and share it with someone else who needs to hear this. Stay aware, stay human, and I'll see you in the next one.